I love that scene. I don't know about you. Okay, so it's been a minute. This is another Pride Reviews. I would have done them more, but either I've been sick or it's been way too hot to even be anywhere near up here because we're still having air conditioning problems. But today's fine, and I'm fine. So let's do this. Um, in case you didn't know what that was, or didn't know what the, I'm doing a Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Um, and this one's a little bit different from the other ones for a number of reasons. You might hear the fan. Uh, um, One of those reasons is this one's kind of a body horror. Freddy's played a bit differently. Like you're barely in the dream world, if at all. And yeah, this is the one where Freddy came out. Yeah, that's what they said in Never Sleep Again, the the documentary series. And they also were like going at it with each other, like talking shit. Like, what am I did to slap his ass with a towel? Like for decades, it was denied that this one was that it was intentional, all the homoeroticism for decades until finally the writer was like, okay, yeah, I put that in there on purpose, but it was the 80s, so he couldn't say what he wanted to say, so he had to be as subtle as he could. Uh, and it goes deeper than that. Mark Patton, who we follow this time around, who plays Jesse, uh, would be typecast as gay in the 80s. That's that's okay. I think I got a good thing doing something brave back then. But yeah, like anyway, that drove him to quit acting until he returned and never sleep again. Looking just a hint different, and he would later come out as gay himself. And just as well with this one. When I first saw it years ago as a teenager, I didn't know what to make of it because at that point I had seen part four, Freddy and Jason, and the first one. Like that's it. That is all. And then I put this like, and then I'm at like GameStop, and they had the whole collection for sale, so I bought it. And then I started watch the first one. Okay, I watched this one. I'm like, wow, okay, and I would learn more about it. And these 40-some-year-old dudes claim they didn't know. Like you got Robert Say, who's been a part of this franchise since the beginning. He still is. He is one of the producers, creators of the franchise. Yep, one of the producers. Robert Say, the brother of the equally legendary Lynn Say. He's in this, and he's in that iconic club scene where the coach like catches Jesse and he's chewing gum and it's all that's a whole other thing. And then Robert Say's in this, not shy or scared like he was in New Nightmare, playing himself. This one, he's the bartender wearing assless chaps and the stereotypical like village people biker gear. The coach is wearing it too. And the coach is a dude, by the way, in case I'm seeing this. It's the way he chews gum bugs me. I don't know, but I used to be able to chew gum. But just people who chew gum with their mouths wide open like that. Ugh. Anyway, and so yeah, there's that scene and the scene where Jesse's, where he goes to find comfort, not in his girlfriend, the very beautiful. Let me get her name right here. Kim Myers, I believe it is. Kim Myers. Yeah, I've seen her and stuff. I still see her and stuff. Not he doesn't go to his girlfriend. That poor girl still loves that boy, but he clearly wants none of her. He wants his friend, whose name I forgot. And he goes to see his friend, and his friend's like, "You want to sleep with me?" And his friend's a dude, by the way. Like, yeah. And stuff like that makes this a perfect candidate for a Pride review. Because they were trying back in 1985, right? When this came out, they were trying. Yep, 85, but they couldn't be outright with it. of the previous year, Angela happened, but that's a whole thing. I just saw a video on how the LGBTQ community is depicted in film from early on the Dracula movies up till like I'd say the mid 2000s, and they talked about this one, and apparently that just wasn't, it was frowned upon. Obviously, people didn't like it; they were uncomfortable, unless the LGBTQ person was the killer, like Angela. Believe me, that's a minor spoiler. Trust me, for Sleepaway Camp, or Norman Bates. Dressing as his mother. And I know in the upcoming remake, he won't be dressing as his mother, which I think that's a big, big plot point that they built to. They did it in the series. They did it in that crap ass remake from the '90s. What? Okay. I mean, if it hurts the community that much, fine, don't do it. Um, and then like Silence of the Lambs, we talked about that too. But Buffalo Bill, he's not transgender. In fact, he got rejected because you can't just go and decide to change genders. There's a lot of psychological testing. Buffalo Bill obviously failed those tests, and so he started doing what he did, like Ed Gein, but a level up, I guess. My point being, for the longest time, LGBTQ characters weren't portrayed positively, and they tried with this one, kind of. And that's Freddy. Like I said earlier, this is the one where Freddy came out. That's not my words. That's the people, the writers, they said it. And Never Sleep Again. This is the one where Freddy came out as bi, because Freddy, he's a little more than a serial killer, and he has no gender when he does what he does. Like, he doesn't care, no preference. In the remake, made that abundantly clear. Yeah, but it still is. They flirted with that idea. They didn't say it outright, for obvious reason. But yeah, and so this one is often called the gayest horror movie ever made. I don't know if that title still stands, but I could see why. And so this one follows Jesse moving into Nancy's house and being stalked by Freddy. Only Freddy's not trying to kill him; he wants Jesse to kill for him, and he takes over Jesse's body. He possesses Jesse. Jesse has to try to fight Freddy. These urges to kill. I get it, because he's fighting that part of himself he doesn't want to be. Yeah, because it's an allegory. Yeah, I get it. And so the whole movie he's fighting that, and till that awesome scene towards the end where Freddy just emerges from Jesse. Some body horror in there for you. And a little bit towards the end where Freddy's beaten. I mean, they allude to the first one. They allude to a part that I absolutely fucking hate from the first one, which is that ending. A number of times. They allude to the part where Freddy goes to slash Nancy one last time, and he's like, I take back all that power I gave you. And then he tries to slash it, goes right through her, and then poof, dumb. And then they allude at the beginning and end of this one to the ending of the first one, where they're driving away in a car, in a convertible, and the lid flips, and it's a Freddy lid, and you hear Freddy's laugh, and Nancy's mother's like, dumb. Like, I didn't need to be reminded of that. I hate that ending. I really do. Oh yeah, and there's a cameo in this early. Like, this is the first time you saw Robert Englund outside of Freddy makeup in a Freddy movie right there at the beginning as a bus driver. Um, Also, I know there's some dialogue in this. Like, I love Will Smith, one of my childhood heroes. Okay, I do. But how he won that lawsuit by saying, I only called him Fred. Well, no, you called him Freddy twice. And then the dialogue in this, like when Freddy first meets Jesse, he's like, you got a lot of work to do, being you. You've got the body, and I've got the brain. And he's like, that's directly in Nightmare on Elm Street. That very line of dialogue, as said by Freddy. And again, with love. I'm just saying, that's interesting. That's all. That's all. And so, yeah. Like, because Freddy doesn't act this way in any other one. Trying to get someone else to kill for him. It's almost like the end of Halloween 4, where you think Jamie Lloyd's going to be the next Michael, but then they push out, thank goodness, because I wouldn't have liked that. And they tried to get him at Halloween 2018, kind of. You know, it's like, I mean, I get it, but like, Freddy's clips are few and far between in this one. You know, he hadn't quite become a comedian just yet. He was on his way. Those to Freddy, I like part 4 is my favorite one, aside from New Nightmare. I love that one. How's this for a wet dream? Guess what? You flunked. I love that, man. Want to suck face? Oh man, I love that one. That is my favorite one. Oh yeah, speaking of part 4, so Jesse's girlfriend is named Lisa, right? And every time they said her name, I just kept thinking of Lisa Wilcox from part 4 and 5. You know, Alice. You know, they call her Lovely Lisa. I see why. Again, that's straight from Never Sleep Again. Like, yeah, Robert Englund says it. Yeah, they call her Lovely Lisa Wilcox. Cool. Like, he has nicknames for all the girls. Yeah. So that's what I kept thinking of every time, man. And like, Jessie is the final girl here. Not his girl. Not his girlfriend. That poor girl. And I'm not wearing my... I meant to mention this earlier. I'm not wearing my Nobody Freaking Cares rainbow shirt because I did laundry and can't find it. So I'm wearing Xena Warrior Princess. Closest thing I have to a Pride shirt. So, I mean, it counts. It totally counts. Will I be doing Xena for Pride Month? No. I literally just finished that series. That's a lot of series. But I have a different one I'm going to be doing much shorter. Not as well like, but still has a following. It'll be good. And, you know, I got Willow back here. You know. Like, this was sent to me. I was excited to it. Like, you're going to be sent a Buffy the Vampire Slayer pop. I'm like, oh, cool. I opened it, and it's freaking Willow. I don't even like Willow. But I was thinking, not so much Willow. Here's what I could have got. Buffy. Angel. Fucking, I don't like Angel. Spike. Vampire Spike. The Gentleman. The Gentleman. Oz. Like, any of them would have been better than Willow. Almost. Not Angel. You know, I was starting to find people who are like-minded like myself who don't like Willow. People keep saying, oh, she's so well written. But is she though? Is she? That's all I'm saying. Anyway. Elm Street 2. So, this remains one that is an interesting stop if you're marathoning these movies, which I've done it numerous times. That's when I always gotta go like, okay. I give Elm Street 2 B-. That seems fair. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad entry. It's a different entry, to say the least. It's not bad though. It's interesting. It's like, it's just the 80s, and this is where Freddy came out. That is interesting to me. The first name in Terror Returns. I don't know about first name, but okay. Who's a stylist scare him up? The Hollywood Reporter. Okay. I think Robert Englund was great in this. His cameo was cool. But again, that pool scene. Oh, I love that pool scene, man. That guy's trying to calm him down. Oh, hey, well, it's okay. What can I do for you? Let's calm down. I forgot what he said, but he called him fucker, like, jumping, fucker, and he cuts him up like that. Oh, man, he just walks through the fence, just on fire. And you know that iconic scene? You're all my children now. You can totally see the sit behind. Still, it's a good scene. Iconic scene. Yeah, I really love this one. Not quite my favorite. Definitely not the worst. That is a Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. And that is another Pride Reviews.